So several types of game interfaces, and I'll tell you why right now in MMORPG genre interface creation, interface design have quite big crisis, and what to do next. So actually first I'm talking only about MMORPG games, okay, about online games. So first games was like this. It's a roguelike game, and all RPG games come from this. By the way, this is Tomnet. It's online roguelike game, the only one. So try it, Tomnet. So then we had Ultima Online, and Ultima Online had interface based on small windows. This is to the right, it's Paper Doll, then Radar, some skills, oh I'm sorry for this, some skill buttons, that's it. So it was quite simple interface without any strict rules. So it was unfixed, you could move everything how you want. So, and this is finally, it's typical MMORPG interface right now. This is how I play this guy to this guy. I play World of Warcraft, and I have this standard interface. You see at bottom line we have this this panel of skills, so player push them. Then there, one second. We are live, by the way, guys. We are live. There we have a party screen, and you're at the most up place. My mouse went to fly. So here we have our hero, health, and rage bar. This is who we're fighting. This is our buff panel. It's radar. It's another skill panel. So the most of the time when you play with such interface, it's the most popular right now. So first who made this interface was EverQuest, and then Warcraft took the idea very simple. All skills has to be at the bottom, and Warcraft took it, and now all MMORPG, almost all games, has the same interface with the skills and menu at the bottom. So this bottom line, I call it wall. This bottom wall. So what is the main idea when you look at the screen? Interface it's designed to make you. It has to be very useful. It has to be very easy to look at the game. So when you look at the game with this interface, you need to look at the battlefield. It's first point. Then you need to look at your screens, because your skills, it's you need to look at cooldowns, which skill to use, and etc. You need to look third point, first point, center, it's what's going on. Then skills, bottom point, so you need to look like this, and then here you need to look at your health and health of your enemy, and his special buffs and debuffs. So you need to look in the center, to the bottom, and to the left upper corner. Then it's not the all. And also you need to look at buffs, which you have here. It's very important to look at the buffs. Also sometimes it's important when you play PvP to look at the radar. So you need to look everywhere like this. And it's not really true, it's not really good. It's not really good approach. So what I want to suggest here, it's also World of Warcraft, and I'm playing it right now. This is my character. So I just remade this interface as I think it has to be in new MMORPGs. I'll tell you all why I do it. It's not just random stuff. First, this bottom line with the skills, which we see here. You see this bottom line with the skills? It makes a barrier between you and your character. Actually, this bottom line with the skills, it's a wall between you and your character. So you do not have this effect of presence in the game when you have it. Let's compare this and compare this. You see, I do not have this barrier at the bottom. I see at my character, I see at game world without this barrier. So I'm sitting here, I'm looking to the game, and I do not see nothing at the bottom. I do not see this wall, I do not see this barrier, and it's very nice that you do not look at it. It's first thing. So I just moved my skills, all my skills, I moved it to the up. I moved it to the up. So all skills, they're here. Why it's good to have it here? Second point, it's that with such positioning, you looking only at one part of the screen. So I'm looking only here. Why? And it's right. So I do not need to go to look to the bottom first. Then I need to look at my hit points. I need to look at my debuffs here. I have everything here. I'll show you. So all skills there to the upper. They up. All skills up. And I see what I'm doing. My enemy, it's also up. I see his buffs, debuffs. They also here. Then my buffs and debuffs. Look, here they are, here. So my buffs, debuffs, they also here. They're not here, they're here. I see them always. Then my hit points. In general, you do not need to look at your hit points every time, especially if it's so small. So by default, your hit points, they look like this small thingy, this. And when you play, you look here, you look here, you look at your debuffs. Yeah, and you have to look at these hit points. It's not really useful. It's suck, guys. So I have hit points and my rage thingy to the left, to the right. You could put it to the left anywhere. Vertical. Why? Because it's very good designed for human. Human, he has very good rear vision. Every human has very good rear vision. So when I fight, I do not need to focus at this thing if it's big enough. I am looking to the center of the screen. I'm focused at the center of the screen, but I still see with my rear vision. I still see with my rear vision hit points and rage. Oh man, if you play mage, it's the same thing. So I want to show you rage. Yeah, come on, show me. Yeah, this green thing. You see it. You see it, and you would see with your rear vision when it go low. So you do not need to have it small somewhere in the corner. It's wrong approach. Another very important thing. Yeah, we have this first wall between you and character. So here I am actually in the game. I live in the game. I feel the game. When I play like this, with this wall, I restrained from my character. So my character, he is there, then this wall of skills, and I'm here. It become not so good for your deep game relation. So another important thing, it's just your health. You know, when we have to look to the bottom very often, it's not really good for our eyes. You see, eyes. You could ask any doctor, any ophthalmologist, eye doctor, and he would tell you that it's better when your screen, your monitor is up. So when you look up, it's good for your eyes and it's good for your spine, for your back, because you need to be like this. And so you look up. When you look like this, it's good for your back, it's good for your eyes, because eyes tired. When you read like this, when you look at something like this, your eyes tired. When you go up, your eyes very good. So this model of interface, it's also give you possibility to look up, and it's really nice. Then about radar, this small thingy, it's little map. I think it's more intuitive to have it here, because it's become like speedometer in our car. When it somewhere here. When you play, for example, some Need for Speed or something like this, some games like this, you have map somewhere here, because it's just easy to concentrate at the road, easy to concentrate at everything what happening, and sometimes you could look at the map. So I think the best positioning for your map, it's in racing games. So racing guys, they know where to put it, so it's good position. But maybe it could be also up. So if you play PvP, for example, it's important, do not go like this with your eyes. So of course we could move this thing up. I just experimenting right now, so I think this is right stuff. Yeah, all buffs, you see them always, and it's so fun, because when it's here, you do not look at them. When they're here, you look at them. It's very simple, guys. So what I want to tell you right now, World of Warcraft, it's icon, it's still icon, and all new RPGs, they trying to make something which looks like World of Warcraft, and what first thing which they copy interface. They copy that skills has to be at the bottom, that radar is here, that your character health and mana bar to the left up panel. So, and it's kinda suck, because this is not really good model of interface. It was developed, this interface, it was developed in the end of 19th, again in EverQuest, then World of Warcraft. So it's 16 years old, almost 20 years old, and it's not really good. But people, they just do not think about it, and they taking and copying it, and yeah, guys, it's really sick. This is better, even this which I made yesterday. For an hour I used this add-on, it called Move Anything in World of Warcraft. So with this add-on I moved all panels. I spent like 2 hours to create this interface, and it's much better. I think I'll think about it some more, and I'll remake it even more, even better. I'll make it even better, and then I'll show you, maybe, why not, if you liked. Please write your comments. What do you think about interfaces in RPGs? Let's discuss it. And also, which interface you actually think is the best, and in which RPG you think it's really worst interface ever. Please tell me. Let's define the worst interface, the best interface, the most usability powered interface. So let's talk about interface in RPG. It was Tangar Game Glass and Game Analytics. Please subscribe to my channel with a lot of stuff about RPGs, MMOs and online games. Bye bye.